Okay, welcome back to part 10 of this challenge series. Looks like everything on the stream is working just fine, which is good. I'm going to pick things up where I left off this morning, which is doing some bits and pieces, backtracking, picking up items and equipment, maybe learning a couple more overdrive modes. So we've come back to Luca, just ended up stealing a few of the musk item for some feature mixes from Floating Eyeballs up there on the Mihen High Road. And I think all I need to do in Luca is grab the Jecht Sphere from, I believe, one of the Blitzball locker rooms. Then I'll take the boat back to Kilika and pick up the Ace Wizard's weapon to sell for some nice gil, plus head on back to Besaid, get the last Jecht Spheres. Guess it's the other locker room, alright. I'm considering having Riku learn Avenger, which is potentially a fairly powerful overdrive mode. Recharges by the base recharge is 30% when an ally gets KO'd.
Did you get that last match?
So if you double that to 60% from SOS overdrive or eventually double overdrive,
Didn't you say you have Blitzball in your Xanarka?
then having two frontline allies get KO'd would fully recharge Riku's overdrive.
Form don't need no work. I'm the great Jecht. It's for my kid.
I'm not completely sure about
Your son plays Blitzball?
where that might come in useful. I was thinking possibly the Evray Altana fight.
Once I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for
The reason I'm worrying about this now is just that
I hope he gets
it's really
put on some
it's really easy or easier to charge to get Avenger learned in an area like Besaid, where you can just take out all the fiends except one, let the last fiend KO the other two characters, Riku's in no danger herself, leave the other characters at 1 HP or whatever, and just get into 50-60 fights that way to learn Avenger. Anyway, we'll see. I'm not 100% sure I want to do that. Kinda still seems like not a great use of time, but don't have to decide just yet, I suppose. I think I took the wrong way around here, and the ship to Kilika is over the other side. So there's another Jecht Sphere in one of the ships. I can't remember if it's a ship that goes from Besaid or the ship like Kilika to Luca or Besaid to Kilika. Okay, this is the Kilika one. Yeah, I think you have to take this one and then do Kilika Besaid. At least I don't have to somehow like walk across Kilika and do those encounters again or anything like that. Just get on the boat. I will have to do the Besaid encounters, but that's, very first area of the game, it's not going to be a challenge. Okay, so this is the wrong ship, I guess, because I'm pretty sure that the sphere appears here. So check that again on the way to Besaid. I think this is the one with the seagulls, though, seagull minigame. Let's talk to this person. Yeah, study on the animals in Spira. Pretty sure the answer here is 11. It's a pretty generous prize. Like, this weapon sells for a whole bunch, and this researcher just had it lying around to give out to somebody. It's pretty funny. I guess they fund scientific research in Spira really well. Although, that doesn't make sense, right? Given the kind of religious, or the way that the Yevonites kind of keep control on information and restrict things. So probably best not to delve into that too deeply. Anyway, main point is we've picked up a weapon that we can sell for potential gil. Sell it to this lady. Yeah. So it's a weapon for Waka with magic plus 38%. It's absolutely useless in this challenge. Waka doesn't learn any magic-based attacks. I mean, this doesn't boost overdrives, and his overdrive's not based on magic anyway. So just 20k in the pocket, very nice. So we want to go to Besaid. Yeah, so here's the Jecht Sphere. It's in this cabin instead. I think that's the second to last one. Last one's just by Besaid Temple. And then that'll get me up to 9. The last one. Last one, I have to wait until Mount Gagazet.
The way we came. Then we go north from Bavel and climb Mount Gagazet. Beyond it lies Xanarkand.
Xanarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Xanarkand.
Thanks for trying, Orin. I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Braska. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Xanarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jecht.
Hey, I'll be alright. You're the one that should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be alright. She's strong. Like her mother was.
Okay. Don't have anything else to do on the ship. Just children running around, but it's not part of any mini quest or whatever. Don't think I ever picked up the items that are just round here on the beach. Don't think I need to either, but guess I'll do it. So one of the other items is, yeah, what is it? It's a crest for Eunice weapon, I think. I think it's for Eunice weapon, which would not be useful in this challenge, but I guess I'm not 100% sure, so I'll just grab it. Moon Crest. Yeah, I think that's Eunice. Oh well. We can actually upgrade, we can obtain Eunice Celestial Weapon. We can't fully upgrade it because the upgrade takes fighting optional Aeon battles, which I'm not doing with the no summon rule. Let's see, don't really need to switch. No, it doesn't matter what equipment we have. Obviously, encounters at the beginning of the game are not going to be a challenge at all. So I'm going to go back to Besaid first, grab the Jecht Sphere, then I think I'll steal a couple of fish scales along the way from the blue, the waterflans. I'm not going to set up to learn overdrive modes just here. I'll wait and do that at the end. Go for another steal. Yeah, so I think that the best, well, best is a bit loose here. Best meaning less, least bad setup for learning Avenger is to keep Riku healed to full health, but have two other characters in the front line who I just have get KO'd repeatedly in each encounter. Gonna do that on the way back though. I think we just need maybe one or two more fish scales to have all the items I need for mixing water mixes. Already had 2 dragon scales, I believe, from the treasure chests on the Moonflow. It's just easier to get the stealing out of the way in easy areas rather than just pushing on with the game and then realizing it's kind of awkward to do the stealing from later enemies. Okay, that's enough fish scales. If I was super lucky, I could get a waterproof armor drop from one of these elements, but the chances of that happening are very small, so definitely not worth farming for it somehow. Alright, here's the road just back to the village. Already grabbed Valafor's Energy Blast Overdrive. Not that that matters, I mean, for whatever reason, I get a little extra satisfaction from just obliterating Isaru's Aeons with that ability, but it just doesn't make any difference.
Well then, what next?
That fight's pretty funny in challenges like this because my characters are all at base stats, including rate, so the Aeons don't get any stat boosts from that, but Aeons just passively get stat boosts slowly from fighting lots of battles, and because of bits of equipment farming and so on I'm doing, they'll actually be really strong by that stage just from fighting battles, and I'm pretty sure I won't take a single point of damage in the Aeon duel with Isaru. It's kind of funny. There's a sphere. Okay, I'll double check afterwards, but I'm pretty sure this is the last sphere. It's too bad I can't learn Tornado ahead of picking up the final one up on Gagazet. I think it is. I think Tornado does do more damage than the other overdrives and substantially more damage than the regular attack. Does have really long recharge though, so not really sure it'll be useful. We'll see. There is a fight that Orin gets a strength boost from talking, which is against the second Seymour fight, so the Seymour Natas fight. So that puts Orin's strength up to 30. But the boss has, 36,000 HP by that point, so is an overdrive with plus 10 strength, like a Tornado overdrive, really doing that much damage? Probably not. Didn't know what I got from stealing from the bird, but guess I don't need it. There are a couple of mixes that are kind of based off the Phoenix Down. There's one called, I think this one is also called Mega Phoenix, which is a little confusing because there's an item called Mega Phoenix 2. I think the mix does the same as the item and basically revives fallen characters with full HP. And then there's another, yeah, I'm blanking on the name. There's another mix that's called something like Final Phoenix that I can't remember how it's different. It's different somehow. It might not matter in this challenge, like it might break the HP limit for healing on the revived characters or something like that. That obviously is relevant for No Sphere Grid. But I've effectively got two like Mega Phoenix mixes. Not sure exactly what kind of battle I'll be wanting those in, but we'll figure it out. I think there's actually, yeah, speaking of mixes that raise KO characters, I think there's another one or two mixes that are more down the Elixir line. So there's Elixir, Mega Elixir, then there's something like Final Elixir, and I think Final Elixir kind of does it all. I think it raises KO characters and gives them full HP, and I think the like other characters get fully restored too. So having, I believe, 3 ways in total to revive KO characters could certainly come in useful. There are going to be boss fights where the bosses have attacks that target multiple characters, and it's going to be very hard for me to keep all my frontline out of KO. Thinking about stuff like Seymour Flux with the cross cleave attack and it's a dragon scale. Huh. Yeah, Sanctuary Keeper with Photon Wings. That attack in particular is very bad because it's used on Sanctuary Keeper's first turn. You can't prevent the damage, it's non-elemental sort of special type damage, and only Orin can really survive it unless I'm using a mix to double HP of characters. So maybe that's the sort of battle where being able to mix a Phoenix Down could come in useful. So I'm going to head just back down to the beach, then save, and figure out a setup to learn Avenger and Loner on Riku. I know I said I didn't need any fish scales, more fish scales, and then kept stealing them, but I know I really don't need more now. It's just like a habit with the stealing, I just, you've got a chance to steal, so you steal. Okay, so let's hit up the save sphere. It's kind of a long walk from the save sphere up to the random encounters, huh? I didn't remember that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have Riku in the front in the party, and I'm going to have 2 other characters who I guess could also be characters I want, or I might want Avenger on. I guess that's Kimari. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. The Fiends are going to be pretty confused by what's about to happen, I think. Well, not that they know or pay any attention, obviously, but anyone watching this would, like bystanders on the road or whatever, would be a bit confused, I think. I'm basically going to deliberately let the Fiends KO my characters. Okay, so let's start with taking out that wolf.
No problem.
Then I'm going to get my characters to essentially just KO themselves,
Well then.
so that they're entering each battle at 1 HP and can get KO'd easily to proc or to charge up the learning Avenger on Riku. So I don't want you to actually KO yourself. I guess what I can do here is have Riku punch Kimari, and then an attack from the bird will KO him. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't learn Avenger by having your characters KO themselves. So I just want to get them basically low on HP and then let the fiends do it. Who do I want as my other character? I think I just want Oren, even though he has the most total HP. Like, obviously once I've hit him, you know, once he's hit down to 1 HP... Oh, that's not what I wanted. But yeah, it won't be any slower. Okay, that's 1 charge. Okay, Oren, don't know where you got all this evasion from suddenly, but please hit yourself. Yeah, I don't really want Riku to get hit, but the reason I'm doing this in this area is just because the bird does so little damage that, you know, it's just basically super unlikely with Riku being healed between each fight that she'll get KO'd ahead of the other 2 frontline characters. Owen's doing an impressive job of dodging. By impressive, I mean annoying. Alright, there we go. So a couple more hits from Riku, and then the bird. I don't want Oren to hit himself again, just change weapon. Don't want to defend either, because that halves the damage he's taking. What an awkward setup this is. Once I've done it once, it'll be much easier, because Kimari and Oren will just stay at 1 HP and die to any of the Fiend's attacks. So it's just getting the setup going the first time is tedious. Okay. Oh. Gonna go to 2 times speed. Nothing super interesting happening here. Wonder if I'm... Okay, that works, good. Just bring in Waka now. I wonder if I'm actually going to end up giving myself a game over trying to do this. It'd be pretty funny. Could happen, I guess. Okay, so now the plan is bring Riku back in, heal Riku. Okay, so that's basically 2 charges on... that's 2 charges on Avenger because Kimari and Oren both got KO'd with Riku in the front line. So I just pick up 2 each fight. I guess we start by just punch this guy. These are Kimari and Oren at 1 HP, so they can just defend now. Doesn't make any difference, they still get KO'd. Okay, that's another. Good. Yeah, this isn't exactly fast, but I think it's the best way to do this. Randomly getting equipment drops, which is funny because the drop rate's super low here. Keep doing that area transition by accident, but it's fine. Oh. Okay. Speaking of getting game over. So what happened there was I pressed the sideways button to try and change target with whacker to the other fiend, but it was one of those encounters where like the left and right changed to targeting the player's party instead. Alright, I'm going to abuse the autosave. Life's a little too short to go through that stupid setup again. Oh boy. Alright, let's be more careful. Yeah, there we go. I guess the kind of silver lining here is probably pick up a couple of other overdrives just kind of randomly by doing this. Oh, overdrive modes, I should say. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about Kamari healing himself there, although the fan's gonna still one-shot him, so it's fine. Oh, another drop. That's so funny, the drop rate's like 3% from these encounters. Maybe the game thinks I'm a complete noob and is trying to help me out. I'm wondering if it might be right. So we can keep this going for a while, but eventually Yuna's going to run out of MP. Have to go back to the save sphere and set it all up again. It's okay. Didn't take any damage on Riku that time. It's nice. Oh, I forgot I could get sleep inflicted. Could have been slightly annoying. I guess this is why it's best to heal Riku to full between each battle. Doing something like this would be so much easier if I had SOS regen on Riku, which I kind of want to get. What am I doing? Kimari. The thing is, SOS regen from the Iron Giants is so much easier to farm once I've got the Kane's Lance, so that Kimari's overdrive charges faster and I can just spam out Stone Breath to kill the Iron Giant plus double eyeball encounter. And yeah, I guess sequencing wise I decided to do the backtracking first instead of trying to do the equipment farming in Thunder Plains. Part of the reason is to get actually need to stop hitting this. Yeah, so part of the reason was to get the extra Stone Touch weapon I wanted. It seems silly to like backtrack to Stone Touch, then go back to the Thunder Plains, then backtrack again, you know? Definitely a bit unfortunate to have like a string of stuff in this challenge that's just tedious like this right now before getting back to the storyline, but you can probably imagine that setting up and learning Avenger Overdrive later in the game is just actually even worse, honestly. Yes, the fiends are more powerful and can KO your characters way more easily, but it's actually just like it would be hard to coordinate actually Riku being alive for the end of the fight, which is what I want. I did see that Riku just learned Comrade, although that would have been charging basically since she came back to the party, so I think we've still got quite a ways to go, unfortunately, on Avenger here. The other overdrive mode I was considering learning on Riku was Sufferer, and I can imagine that possibly being useful, but because I don't have a specific scenario where I want it, and it's even more of a pain to learn, honestly, at this point in the game, so I'm just not going to bother. If I really need it later, I'll have to just suck it up and go through the tedium of learning it later, but okay, that worked out. Don't need to heal Riku after this fight. Maybe should just drop a heal on Waka though. Ooh, blue arm guard. Actually, that's equipment I didn't have before. Assuming it's water ward. Yeah. Well, not as good as waterproof, but that's not terrible. I think with this, no, that alone isn't enough for him to survive multi-Watara hits from Sumo Nasus, unfortunately. But that plus Shell would be, so dunno, might be useful. Just gonna transition the area to get the autosave again. Really don't want to have to go through this if I like mispress a button and have Waka petrify himself again. Riku's learned ally, alright. Hey, that could actually be useful. Charges really slowly, but at least it doesn't require any kind of ever setup. Like Learner or Sufferer or whatever. Right, don't want Riku to get KO'd here, it's not the end of the world if she does. She didn't, alright. Let's see what's the best way to do this. Probably safest just take out the wolf so that I don't have a situation with only one character left and they get put to sleep. So, yeah, Waka first. Actually, that probably wasn't the right way around to do it. It's okay though. Oops. Don't need to heal Riku. Worked out. Yeah, this is okay. Titus might end up in pretty low HP here, but it's not going to be a problem. Actually, that might have been a silly risk. I'm not sure that Titus actually is 100% guaranteed to KO the wolf enemy without like strength 5% or something. I guess since he's not in the front line and doesn't need first strike, I can switch him over to, yeah, Brotherhood should be fine. Yeah, so here just actually not sure that was the best choice. Was the wolf guaranteed to? I don't think the wolf is necessarily guaranteed to actually die from HP damage there. Oh, whatever. Gonna need to go back to the save sphere soon. Don't really want to heal these other characters. No, I've still got Lulu with plenty of HP. Oops. Okay, all three still alive. Can... have I made this tricky on myself? Yeah, let's see, hold on. Okay, so this guy is guaranteed to die, but then Titus wouldn't survive the other two attacks, so I think I have to bring in Lulu and cast fire on this thing. Yeah, because I have to kill it because it could inflict sleep. Yeah, she doesn't take too much damage from the other stuff. She's pretty low on HP now, MP now too. I think I'm going to just go back to the safe sphere and get everyone healed up. Oh, maybe I have one more fight, hold on. Yeah, I've got one more fight. I can just spend some of Yuna's MP. So let's cure Titus Whacker. Yeah, that's fine. Don't actually want to KO that, so no, not Riku. really not sure what either what the current counter is or what the total I need for Avenger on Riku is. I have a bad feeling it's like over 100. Not sure, maybe around halfway. So yeah, just pretty tedious, unfortunately. I guess I'll switch the speed up to 4 times, although I'm not sure that... I think it's my like input delay and stuff that's mostly the limitation at this point. Probably does make getting into random encounters faster, so sure. Alright, Lulu and Yuna pretty much out of MP. Gonna go back to the save sphere now, I think. I guess I could possibly get a slightly faster setup by using Stone Touch or Death Touch on Kamari and Orin. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. So let's just take out... No, take out the wolf. And the flan, I guess. Take out the flan like this. No, don't hit that with Water Strike. Okay, now bring in Lulu. Yeah, so this is, I guess if this connects, it doesn't actually proc the yeah, no, that doesn't quite work. I want to get the extra Avenger procs from this fight, even. Oh, that was a nice crit. So put Riku back in. Okay, Kamari just changed weapon. Oh no, he can attack Orin actually. Yeah, Kamari can take another punch. Okay, that wasn't too bad this time. Good. I guess I can just defend with Kamari because he's gonna die, like he's gonna take 64. Oh, he's not. Ah, darn it. Well. The suffering is prolonged. There we go. had hoped to get back up to Jose and farm my break knuckles today. Guess we'll have to just see how long this takes. Alright, that's annoying, but it's just... yeah, good. Drop a cure on Riku. That went really well. Alright. I think I might have taken a little bit of an extra risk that I shouldn't have just there, but got away with it. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah. Trying running my Twitch stream using a different web browser this time because the one I was using this morning and the last couple of days has dropped my, like it keeps resetting the chat window, but this seems to be more stable, so hopefully it stays that way. Apparently the issue with the chat getting disconnected is something on my end, or like not Twitch's end. So even though my internet connection's fine, it's just like something with internet service provider or browser, some like weird effect with those and the live chat sometimes causes issues. Okay, you want to stop hitting Riku, or... No, I guess you don't. Alrighty. Wouldn't be surprised if I end up learning some completely stupid overdrive mode like Dancer for evading attacks before Avenger. It'd be pretty funny to learn Dancer on a character that isn't Lulu. Don't think I've had... I think she's been the first character to learn that in games I remember. Yeah, this isn't quite as bad as I thought it would be at the beginning, because I don't actually need to heal Rika very often, and so Yuna's MP lasts a long time. Don't want to crit that. Nice. Guess at some point I can also learn Loner on Kimari. Using SOS Nulltide and one of the flans, but let's not worry about that right now. The scenario where I'm thinking Loner on Kimari might be useful, I think I mentioned this morning, but against enemies against like single big enemies in random encounters, and I'm trying to use Doom Overdrive from Kimari or Shooting Star from Orin. Like, for them to be able to recharge their overdrives, I don't know that I'm going to have a great way of doing it in areas where you don't consistently get like multiple enemies at once, for example, to recharge with Slayer Overdrive. Oh, someone just learned Avenger. Okay, I didn't actually see who that was. It was either Kimari or Riku. I guess it probably was Riku. Oh, I hope that was Riku. Okay, let's do this. Let's take out this guy. And then let's switch Kimari to Nulltide. And then... yeah, I can just let Waka get KO'd here. Or Petrified. Actually, Petrified doesn't really work, does it? Because the silly fan will keep attacking him. Oh, that's fine. I just need Waka... Oh, I just need Kimari to charge Loner. This should take like 2 or 3 minutes. Love the action pose that Waka's striking when he's petrified himself, like leg out the back. It's pretty funny. I'm glad I actually spotted the Avenger notification. Otherwise, on 4x speed, I could have just plowed on and like kept on farming it, even though I already had it. Oh, Waka got shattered. Rip Waka. I guess there's a small chance of that happening on the water attack. Actually reminds me of a mechanic I'm really interested in trying this challenge going forward, which is trying to abuse the fact that some of the boss attacks, even late into the game, don't actually shatter petrified characters. So I think it's going to be possible to set up Okay, I think that was Daredevil rather than Loner, which is not what I want, so I'll keep going. But yeah, I think it's going to be possible to set up like petrification on my own characters to essentially have them as infinite HP tanks against boss abilities that can't shatter. So still working out sort of theory crafting details for exactly how that'll work, but could be pretty interesting, I think. I guess I should switch weapons here because it means I have to sit through fewer of the water animations. I guess there's some chance that Kamari already has Loner or learnt it and I just missed the notification. Keep going for a couple of minutes just to see. Loner. Alright, awesome. Well, that was pretty tedious. It took best part of an hour, I guess, to do all the, well, both the overdrive modes I wanted, but at least it gets that out of the way. Let's just make absolutely sure. So Avenger, yep, charges when allies are KO'd, perfect. And Kamari has Loner. Yep, sounds good. Just equip Tidus with Sonic Steel so I don't forget later. Okay, so this is done. I'm done now in Besaid. And I haven't got Loner on Riku. Oh yeah, okay, you know what? I should actually just grab that here too. Don't think it'll take too long. Then that'll basically be overdrive modes completely out of the way. Yeah, let's just get into a battle and then figure out how I want to do this. I think I just want, say, Lulu to Death Touch Orin. Go for Petrify as well. Actually, Petrifying's better, isn't it? Because, yeah, Petrifying's better because the character still takes the Fiend attacks. Okay. Oh, yeah. This isn't the best encounter. I should have done this with the little bird because it does the least damage. But Wolf's not too bad. Guess I can try and Petrify himself. Don't need to bring in Riku yet. There we go. Nice. Another action shot of Wakka's back end there. Lovely. Okay, so this isn't perfect, but it's not too bad. Oh, that is. Well, funnily enough, getting put to sleep is not that bad. And if she gets hit again... Okay, so let me think about this for a second. If she gets hit... Yeah, if she gets hit by the wolf while she's asleep, she'll wake up, even if the attack would want to inflict sleep again. So I'm actually quite safe, even if sleep gets inflicted here. Have to just slightly watch her HP, but that would have been another just like comically embarrassing way to get a game over. Poor Islanders on Besaid are watching like Orin the Legendary Guardian and these other Muppets playing around with weapons that petrify themselves and then like getting wiped out by literally the easiest fiends in the game. It's kind of demoralizing when those are the people you want to be taking on Sin. Yeah, so provided Riku has like 130 HP or something, she's not going to get KO'd by the wolf, even if it inflicts sleep and then gets to hit her again. The second hit she won't be able to defend, so I need like 3 times the HP she just got hit for. So I think she can afford to take 1 more hit. Yeah, now I think I have to just finish the wolf off and finish charging Lona in another battle, but that's no problem. Don't think Riku learned Lona there. No, but she's going to be close, I think. Okay, let's just take out... Yeah, let's take out the Flan and then charge Lona on the bird, which is much better than Wolf because it does less damage and doesn't inflict darkness. Or, excuse me, it doesn't inflict sleep. Nice. Yeah, I should have just gotten a bird encounter in the first place. Probably would be done by now. I'm vaguely remembering that Riku actually has a pretty long charge or counter on learning Lona. I'm vaguely remembering this from another challenge. I think that was a mandatory fights only challenge, so I couldn't get into random encounters, and I think I had to do something kind of miserable, like have Riku learn Lona against Spheromorph, maybe? Wasn't great. Man, this bird is loving to go for Waka here. Oh, you got shattered. Rip. It's okay, we'll put it back together for the next fight. Do love that about the petrification. It's a bit of a kind of inconsistency with the animation. Doesn't look like there'll be much getting back from being turned to stone and shattered into a million pieces, but you're good. Just walk it off, you'll be fine. Man, this is really taking a long time. I figure I'm up to like 200 plus on this counter. Guess I'm curious enough about how large it is to actually open the overdrive FAQ here. Oops. Typing with my left hand and doing a bad job of it. Yeah, Riku 170 turns. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm so bad. Yeah, I deserve that. Just didn't watch Riku's HP. I think I actually lost all that time I did on Loner. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, silly, like stupid mistake to get just not paying attention there, but shake it off. At least I can say I got 2 game overs on Besaid. That's an achievement, I suppose. 2 unintended game overs as well. Definitely just waiting for the bird encounter here. Okay, that'll do. Let's bring in Whacker. Go for petrification again. Oh, he shadowed right away. No, that's still fine. Let's kill the Flan. Nice. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna count this time. Okay, so this is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I must have been really close last time. I'm not going to count the whole way. Yeah, sucks that I messed up like that. Alright, those Whacker shattered, so probably don't get more than another 10 or so charges. Oh, that was bad. I thought I'd have a chance to defend. Okay, let's just be safe and kill this, go back to the safe sphere, then repeat again. I think that must have got us over halfway there. I don't need to change the party. So let's see, Whacker, Orin, Lulu, oh, it's fine. There's a bird, nice. So let's just kill the other stuff. Whacker can try to petrify himself. Actually, I want Wacker to petrify someone like Aaron first, I guess. Aaron has decided he actually doesn't want to be petrified. Or he did and then shattered. Alright, well. Happens. And Wacker decided to crit himself. So he's going to shatter if he hits himself again, so let's just cure. Actually, may as well just keep curing him until he's petrified. I mean, I can't start charging loader until there's only one character slot left, so... Alright, Wacker, you can do it. Alright, there we go. Wacker shattered, snowing. Wonder if I have enough charges here before Riku runs out of HP. I mean, I get 2 or 3 for each, each attack of the Condor. Definitely much easier when you can just do this with elemental immunity, like I did with Kamari and like I did with Titus. Or actually, no, not with Titus. Well, yeah, I guess like I did with Kamari. For Titus, I actually learnt Loner right at the very beginning of the game against the Sin Scales in basically the tutorial. There's one of the fights where there's a bunch of Sin Scales, but they don't actually do anything after the first Spines attack, they just literally sit there. So you can have Aaron and Titus learn Slayer and have at least one of them learn Loner. Gotta watch Riku's HP again here. Can take another 2 hits. Loner, oh right, finally. Well, can't say the execution on learning overdose modes there was perfect or even remotely close to it, but got there in the end. Look at my list of notes here. I think I'll just double check key items. Oh, does it not list the Jecht Spheres? I guess it doesn't. Alright, I'm pretty confident I've got all of them. I've definitely got all the missable ones that you'd need to fight Dark Aeons for or whatever to get, so... And I have Banishing Blade already, which is what I actually want in the short term, rather than Tornado. So just move on. Next up, I think, is Jose High Road again for Break Knuckles, which is Stone Touch for Riku. Wouldn't mind getting a Basilisk Steel for Titus too, actually. I'm envisaging pretty serious issues with some of the underwater encounters, like the 1 or 2 encounters before Evre Altana in the underwater prison area, and also in Gagazet underwater area once I get that far. So having Stone Touch on all 3 of the underwater characters actually could be pretty useful. Let's speed this up and run back through Luca. There's a question with the basilisks about, so this is for Stone Touch, whether I just one-shot them quickly with Lulu's Death Touch, or try to actually land last hit with Riku, which obviously takes a lot longer. I think I'll try and go for the last hit, unless there's 2 basilisks at once, in which case I'll KO the first one with Death Touch just to get it out of the way. I think that's probably a reasonable way to do it. Yep, let me ride a Chocobo. Going to just have to remember to check equipment and stuff at the end of Mihen High Road, start of the Mushroom Rock. Trying to remember if there's any, or check whether there's any other stealing I want to do at all. I guess I can check elemental items actually, just before we, or just when I get off the Chocobo. I think I've got pretty good coverage. I know I've got enough fire and lightning for sure. I think water's okay now too, thanks to all the fish scales. So then that just leaves ice, and I guess the question is whether I want a couple of the tier 2 ice items. I can't remember which around Arctic and Antarctic wind are. I know I've got a bunch of one of them. Just check that now. So yeah, I've got Antarctic Wind, which is the weak one. I'm going to steal a couple of Arctic Winds from the Ice Flan in the Macalania snow area, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Then that should be fine. Want to steal a few Chocobo Feathers, but that's not until the Thunder Plains, and that's not going to be until after I get Kane's Lance. So yeah, nothing to do here except just continue on, get to Jose High Road. Poison Ward and Null Shock, yeah, it's fine. Soldier Charge, Null Blaze Shield, Confuse Ward's good. Go back to their downloads on Kamari. Don't need any weapon for Kamari. Confuse Ward on Waka, yep. Tough Bangle, sure. And I've got Sonic Steel, yeah, okay, looks good. Bombs. It's just Lancet, water to take out the flan. Might not have needed that second Lancet actually, should have just checked the damage range on Lulu first. See how things go with the flans, but might try and last hits at least one of Orin, go for a Fire Blade or Red Bracer. Let's see, Blizzard. So one of Lulu's spells plus 2 Orin attacks, or the other way around, will kill the bombs. So it's just a case of trying to get the last hit with Orin, improve the chance of the drop. There we go. Did not get Fire Blade, alright, no worries. No Dual Horn, that's really good. So Ice Strike, yeah, Ice Brand just takes out the lizard. Oh, it dodges. Didn't realise it would do that. Alright. Just go for a TKO then. Yeah, that makes Titus a bit less useful in this area actually. Hadn't thought about that. I think he mostly connects with the lizard, it only misses like 25% of the time maybe. There's the dual horn, and I am dumb and forgot to switch back to the sonic steel, which is not good. I mean, it would be fine, but gotta be careful with that for sure. Don't think these bombs are going to KO Lulu or Yuna, even if both target the same character, and one's targeted Oren, so it's definitely fine. I want Yuna to think Yuna can just cure herself. I want her available to put the dual horn back to sleep when it wakes up. Start working on the other bomb over there. Okay, one bomb down. Just cure Yuna again. Alright, there's the dual horn waking up. Oh, somehow arranged things so that Yuna didn't get a turn between the before the dual horn. Oh, let's just bring in a dark attack. Good. How much HP does the bomb have? I think it's 2 hits away. Just check. Yeah, so Lulu's spell, then Oren. It's a little greedy here to try and last hit the bombs with Oren instead of while the dual horn's still alive. I mean, there's a chance it connects through darkness after all. But, I mean, I'm not going to get a game over. Worst case is I just lose a character and have to commit an overdrive, like, guess it would just be Stone Breath. Well, went to all that trouble, still didn't get any equipment drops. Definitely going to remember to switch out Titus's weapon though. I feel like I've made that mistake a few too many times this challenge. Need to just really get back in the routine of changing it. Okay, really good job. I remember this time. Otherwise I would have to use Stone Breath. So let's try Sleep Strike first. Then let's go for the other Dark Attack. That's nice. Yeah, should be fine here. Didn't take any damage, great. Don't think I need more Musk, but might just try a steal here anyway if I can. And this is looking like I can. Echo screen. Guess I took a slight risk there because I don't think Owen actually has Confused Ward, whereas Waka does. But it's alright. Same encounter again. Let's do the same thing again. Let's actually just finish that lizard with Blizzard. want to... No, I'll try another steal, sure. Oh. Yeah, that could have gone wrong, huh? Nothing like Lulu being confused with Death Touch equipped. Fortunately, Whacker has confused ward, so same thing can't happen with him. There's a mask, alright. I like having one extra mask in just insurance in case I, somehow like miscounted the number I needed. Could end up in an area later where I can't actually access more. But I've got one insurance now, so that's good enough for me. I'm not going to go for any more. Almost back to the Jersey Road. Oh right, this is this area again. I don't go for Death Touch on elements here because they just don't have much HP, so it's more consistent to go for the spell plus like attack from Orin or Kamari. There's nothing like having Death Touch fail to land 3 times in a row and making you feel silly for not just doing the more consistent strat. Alright, we'll save the save sphere here, although what we really want is to get up to the save sphere at the top of the road. More encounters up here than I expected to get. That's a nice crit. I think that's a low roll on the damage, so I'll need Lancet plus Orin's attack. Yeah. Don't want to proc Pollen with Kamari. Just go for Fire plus Orin to finish. Guess we're getting hit by Pollen anyway. It's no big deal. (197 HP, huh? I guess this is going to die to Heat Lance. So, worked up. Don't need to heal Kamari. Alright, so here we are with the Basilisk area. So plan now is just to switch up equipment, then keep fighting here until I get another Stone Touch drop for either Tidus or Riku. Both would be great, of course, but I think I'll just go for one more. And we need to switch up equipment for the Basilisks. which means I don't need Lucid Ring, and I want Danger Arm Guard. Danger Arm Guard or Soft Arm Guard? I don't actually need Danger Arm Guard, I'll just go for Soft Arm Guard. I'm not going to have Whacker in the front line against the Basilisks though, so change my mind after all. Yes, the combination of Sleep Strike and Stone Proof is really powerful against the Basilisks. The only thing that's a little tedious is beating them down if I don't want to use Death Touch. Well, and the fact that I get all these other encounters as well, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Should go for Stone Touch attack there since it's kind of free. Yep. Miss on Oren's nice, he can finish it. Come on, Basilisks, where you at? I think Whacker physical attack damage plus Oren's enough to kill this guaranteed, so I'll go for it that way round just in case I manage to land the petrification. Maybe I should have considered that in this area before, although I feel like before I had First Strike, Whacker was tied up dealing with the lizard and wouldn't get another turn there. There's a Basilisk. Alright, so let's use Lulu to take out the bugs, and we will bring in I guess Yuna, Sleep Strike. Nice. Can start doing some damage with Lancet, I suppose. So the goal is to last hit with Riku. That's the highest priority on the Basilisk drops. Just a little tricky to arrange because her damage is quite low. But shouldn't be too bad. They really don't do much damage despite being kind of big with long spiky arms. Like their strength score is pretty low. I was thinking we might see a physical attack there, but it seems to be wanting to just miss on the Stone Gaze instead, which is fine by me. So Lancet plus Thunder, which will only deal half damage, will set at Riku. Yep. Always nice to be able to take advantage of enemy elemental strengths, like use them to your advantage like that. No break knuckles for me. Not going to bother resaving unless I get an equipment drop I want. Not sure if Lancet's going to finish the B. 84, could do. 75, not exactly. Yeah, one like little tiny thing it would have been cool to have in this game is some kind of item that called like a specific type of monster, if you could find it in the area, to facilitate, you know, drop hunting or also finding the right fiends to capture. Don't need to save. Go for an attack with Kamari because a crit would kill. Didn't, but that's fine. At least the encounters here without the Basilisk are pretty quick. There's no particularly annoying fiends. Variable Marg. I think that just has empty slots, maybe Magic plus 5, Magic plus 3, yeah. Nice. I think that's not a guaranteed Lancet, but I'll get 2 goes at Lancet before the bug. Actually, it was out of range completely. Don't need to actually inflict sleep, I'll just beat it down. Using highest damage dealing characters here. Okay. I don't want to attack the Varun because a crit would kill. Go for an attack with Titus. So same argument about a crit with Kamari. Double Lancet plus Riku attack is a guaranteed kill. Yeah, can set that up just fine. It's nice to have attacks like Lancet and Magic that can't crit, so you know, like, yes, there's variance in the damage still, but basically know how much damage it's going to be doing. Double Basilisk, awesome. Let's go for Death Touch right away. Sweet. And then just repeat the strategy before. Deal damage with strongest characters. I don't have Stoneward on Lulu, it's just that the Basilisk is losing the coin flips on the infliction. Got 500 HP left, yeah, so that's in range for an Oran crit, so I'll go for Titus instead. So, Lancet plus Riku attack, yep. Powerball, nope. Let me just check on something on my laptop real quick for a second. It's interesting. Definitely seems like the overall Final Fantasy X Twitch viewership kind of peaks in the morning US time and then drops off in the afternoon and evening. I would guess that that coincides with European viewers, but I guess it could be viewers in Asia as well. So that bug has 90 HP left, so it's not going to die to a Lancet. I'll just hit it with another Blizzard, start attacking Basilisk. No, it did actually land Stone Gaze this time. Don't really need to go for sleep when I'm just stood right by the save sphere and getting full HP at the end of each battle. It's too low for Oren to risk crit. And Kamari now. So Lancet plus Thunder, I believe. Yeah, I don't think this can kill it. A little unlucky to have not seen a single drop from a Basilisk so far, or like Stone Ward or Stone Touch. I think the drop rate's maybe 25% actually, so much better than most of the normal random enemies. I suspect what's going to happen here is that the game will start giving me some equipment drops eventually, but will troll me and give them for like Stone Touch for Waka, which she already has, or for Lulu, which she already has. It's generally my experience of how these things go. Often feels like the game kind of knows what you're doing and is out to stop you as much as it can. I always just err on the side of removing petrification just as soon as it's inflicted. It's probably not really necessary, but just play it safe. So this looks like, actually how much 200, okay, so Thunder, yeah, Thunder we need something else though, we need like, I know what we need a Uno attack. Yeah, actually I think that might be guaranteed from Riku, but this works fine. Didn't actually see how much damage that did in the end. Preemptive strike, huh? Just keep doing the same thing as I have been before in this encounter. I think that was maybe the max damage roll. 385 on a target with elemental weakness. Don't think you can get one in the 390s. Actually, I did this at one point, but I didn't have a full set written out. I should make like a text file where I actually write out all the damage ranges in full for common scenarios like Lulu magic against enemy with just magic defense of 1 or what have you. I know the numbers roughly, but occasionally roughly is not good enough. Yeah, this could, darn it. I was going to say this could be a crit, but I didn't think it was too likely. Yeah, that was actually a really high roll crit. It's okay, we just got a soft armlet anyway. Nice, no pollen. I know that lots of people kind of claimed that the you could get different encounters in this area depending on whether you're in the sunlight spots or not. I'm not sure that was ever verified or sort of officially confirmed in any way. I know that it came up in particular when people were trying to find the annoying little bird for capturing, which always seemed like one of the last enemies to capture. I know that there was a lot of testing done for the sunken cave with where you encounter Tombrees, for example, and there was some truth to that with the green rooms having slightly different encounters. That was basically confirmed, at least empirically, by a bunch of people doing tests. It's kind of interesting. I'm not aware of any detailed statistics on this area, so I'm just kind of running around at random, seem to be encountering basilisks a fair amount of the time. It's out of range for Lancet. Guess we need to cure petrification anyway. Nice crit. Don't mind the crits at the beginning of the fight. I almost certainly don't need to actually cure that, but you have some insurance from the Basilisk, because if you're down to one character at the end, it actually will never use Stone Gaze, it's just scripted not to use it. Kind of makes sense. You know, go a bit easy on the player in like a slightly hidden way there. See if Riku finishes this off. Nah, 9 points short, okay, just defend. Not getting any equipment drops today, I guess. I'll go for a few more minutes. Been streaming close to 2 hours. Would really love to get at least one somewhat useful drop from a Basilisk before calling it. Kind of cut a corner there with starting to attack the fungus before finishing off the bee, but it's all good. Alert bracer. That's sleep proof? Or sleep ward, sorry. Sleep ward. Yeah, probably will have better armor by that point, but the thing that comes to mind for that is Sanctuary Keeper's Photon Wings. Sleep protection can be quite nice there for Orin, since he mostly survives the HP damage. I could Dark Attack here since I'm just hitting the save sphere between each fight, but I know that if I don't kill the lizard of HP damage, I'm just going to bring in Lulu to finish it with Blizzard anyway, so no real need. Miss on Lulu, that's nice. Actually, this isn't particularly important, but I could have like... Okay, I was going to say, if I have Sleep Ward for Lulu, I might equip it instead of the Tough Bangle. Don't have it. I think double Lancet plus Whacker attack is guaranteed to kill the bee before it gets a turn. Then just go back to Orin and Lulu for the fungus. Missed on Kamari, and I don't think he's guaranteed to kill with Heat Lance, but I'll just do it anyway. If it does pollen again, it's not like the other characters stay asleep longer. Didn't sequence that optimally, doesn't matter at all. Thinking about maybe starting to stream a little earlier tomorrow, like 9 AM US time. We'll see though. I like doing the split stream, like a stream in the morning, then a stream in the afternoon. It works out well for me. Have a bit of a break in the middle. But I might try doing like a one longer stream in the morning instead. I've got this week off work, so more or less flexible. I've enjoyed streaming a lot actually. It's been fun. I haven't felt as kind of self-conscious as I thought I would, and I've had a bunch of different people drop by, ask questions, chat. So it's been fun. I think I'm going to try and carry on once I'm back at work, although I will have to change the times around a bit. Probably end up doing a stream in the evening, US time. Like 6:30 to 8:30, something like this. But we'll see. Okay, so Blizzard, then maybe Lancet. Yep, Lancet plus weaker attack. No equipment. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for today. Had a pretty long run without getting equipment from the Basilisks. So I'll start this again tomorrow, trying to get that Break Knuckles drop or Basilisk steal. But yeah, overall, pretty successful stream. Did all the backtracking, got the overdrive modes learnt, had a couple embarrassing game overs in Besaid, but not going to say anything more about that. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll be on again tomorrow morning, somewhere between 9 and 10 AM East Coast US time, to finish hunting down these basilisks. I'll see you later.